Hey everybody, it's Noelle from the Yoga Space. Just got down from the mountain skiing in Keystone, and it is so beautiful. Weather's awesome and it's so high. The view is just awesome. But one of the things that on me today, my feet are a little tight and sore, especially around my toes. So I'm going to start off tucking my toes and sitting my hips. Just giving myself a little roll back and forth. Stretch out the back of my feet. So my yoga practice, consists of at the yoga space, and now that I'm on vacation, I integrate what I've learned from my yoga space into my daily life, especially when I'm feeling tight, just feeling unwell. There's a working hard up here in the mountains. Oxygen is, altitude sickness. So I really play with a lot of breath work when I'm up here to help me feel better. All right, so if you don't have a mat, you can grab one. We're going to start in child's pose. So the hips to heels, reach forward. I like to give myself a sway side to side, rocking on my forehead. Find another big full cycle of breath to expand through the spine and extend long. I'm going to come up to my tabletop position. I'm going to take a little slight turn so you guys can see me here. We're going to find our cow pose. Take an inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through. Exhale, extend through the exhale. Inhale, drop the belly, heart through, tailbone lifts. Pressing the mat away still in those hands and those knees. Exhale, continue to press, tuck chin to chest, belly button to the ceiling. Inhale, cow, one more time. Exhale, cat. Then from my cat pose, I'm going to tuck the toes and find my downward facing dog. Feeling lots of length through the back of those legs. I worked them hard today. Feels so good to give a nice stretch. Find a couple more deep full cycles of breath here. I'm going to go high on my tippy toes. On my inhale, walk myself forward. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Give yourself a little sway side to side. Setting up for a half lift, flat back. Hands can be in the shins, a block, or the floor. Find extension through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. On your inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. We're going to rise all the way to stand for reverse swan dive. I know you can't see me, but this room is not very big. Maybe I can scoot back just a little bit. Inhale, arms up overhead. I'm going to exhale into a chair pose. Been doing these all day. On the mountain, exhale, forward fold. Find an inhale, Ardha Uttanasana left. Exhale, soften at the bottom. Hands in, wait until the hands step your right foot back, left foot back, plank pose. I'm going to a knees, chest, chin, to baby cobra, to downward facing dog. You can use any variation you would like. I'm going to inhale, drop the knees, shift forward. all the way down to my chest, to my chin, baby cobra. Exhale through a tabletop, tuck the toes, all the way to balasana, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. I'm gonna tiptoe back up. Find an inhale, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana fold. I'm gonna rise to stand. Reach the hands up, inhale, add a back bend, exhale. Inhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, forward fold, actually, we're exhaling all the way down. Exhale, soften. Hands plate the mat, this time step my left foot back. Then my right foot, alternating step backs. Pressing the mat away. Again, knees, chest, chin, pull through, and then downward facing dog. I'm gonna do this one more time, walk myself forward. Make this feel good. Find your half lift, lengthen through the spine and the legs. Exhale, soften all the way down to the bottom. And then root to rise. Add the back bend, exhale. This time inhale, center. Now you exhale on the forward fold, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, find the breath. Uttanasana. You can hop, step, jump back, plank pose. This time I'm gonna drop the knees again. Chest, chin. I'm gonna go a little bit higher in my upward facing dog. And I'm gonna stay here, a supported upward facing dog. Press back to my tabletop position. I'm gonna set up for thread the needle of the arms. Reach your right hand high, circle the wrists. Circle the shoulder back, forward, back, forward. Opposite now. We're going back, forward, backwards, forward. Reach it up to one more place. Exhale, reach to the opposite side of the room, threading the needle, then drop the shoulder. Maybe take that right hand to grab the left shoulder. You can use your left hand to press into the mat to give you a little more space between the shoulder blades. You can add a bind. You can take your left wrist into your right hand and press. Lots of variations for this posture. Come back to center. I like to reach my hand back up when I'm done. And then right hand meets the mat. Inhale, sweep my left arm up. And then I'm going to stretch it to the back of the room. Forward to the back. Forward, inhale. Now switch, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale around. Inhale up. Reach, reach. Find another full cycle of breath. And then draw it across the body to the other side of the room as far as you can. And then drop the shoulder. And find your twists. I'm going to come out of this, reach my left hand back to the ceiling. Handprints back on the mat. I'm going to set up for a hero's pose because my quads were on fire today. Working down the mountain. So you'll separate your feet hip distance apart. Your knees will come together. If they start to splay apart, just notice the sensation in the knees. If there's much pain, please back off. Otherwise, you'll start to make your way. You want to come back as far as you can, keeping the knees together. I like to just drop down to my elbows, add a heart opener, drop the head back. This is enough for me. I like to soften the knees down forward to the mat and lift the heart to the ceiling, soften the crown of the head to the floor. Come back up through center. Back to my tabletop position. Tuck my toes, downward facing dog. I'm going to lift my right leg high for a three-legged dog. Take an inhale, extend. As you exhale, step to the outside of the right hand, going in for a lizard lunge. Right foot is out at a 45. You can take the hand and press into the thigh, opening up the hip. You can do it just a forward, traditional, activated runner's lunge, or you can add the quad stretch, which I will. Finding movement, opening up the chest. Come back to center. I'm going to wide leg half splits. So my leg will stay out wide. Just going to find a forward fold. I'm going to come up to a low lunge and inhale, arms above head. I'm going to do some movement here just to get some fluid and stuff through the knees, through the hips. Find some movement in the joints. I'm going to lift up high. As I exhale, I'm going to cactus the arms, press into that right knee. Deeper lunge, inhale up. Now I'm going to exhale, I'm going to tuck and round. My hands will reach back. The crown tries to reach to the top of the knee. Inhale, arms up overhead. I'm going to exhale, pulling cactus arms down, lift the chest. Inhale up. 90-90, I'm going to round out the spine. Do this one more time. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to hold it here for a full cycle of breath. I'm going to inhale, reach up. Now I'm going to exhale, tuck and round. I'm going to bind the hands behind my back if you can. Nice little shoulder stretch with it. Release. Hands meet the mat or wherever you're at. Tuck the back, left toes. Sweep your right foot back, three-legged downward facing dog. Right foot comes to the mat, traditional downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Three-legged dog on the left side. Exhale, step to the outside of the left hand, drop the right knee, and then find your lizard lunge. Adding variations, a little movement if you'd like, find stillness, add the quad stretch where you bend that back knee, take your opposite hand, which would be my left this time, to the top of my right foot and pull my heel towards my glute. It feels really good. One more breath. Wide leg half splits. Come back through center, drawing the foot back for low lunge, Anjaliasana. Inhale, arms up overhead. We're at a 90-90. As you deepen the lunge, you'll draw the elbows down, open the heart. We're going to inhale back to 90-90. Hands go back, tuck the chin, round your forehead to your knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw the elbows down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, round it out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, hold it here for a full cycle of breath. Inhale, back up. Exhale, tuck and round. You can stay here, bind the hands behind the back, opening up the shoulders. Come back up through center. Hands meet the mat, tuck the back right toes on the ball of that right foot. Sweep your left leg back, three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. I'm gonna come to my child's pose. Set my hips to heels. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna end my practice here. I'm gonna take my hands into prayer behind my neck. I'm gonna breathe until I'm ready to release from a meditative state and go on with my day. Stay as long as you like. Namaste, sweet friends.
Tastes like elementary school pizza. The crust is almost that rubbery, extra chewy, doughy crust, which makes sense because that was big in the 90s. It tastes a little similar to what you'd find at Chuck E. Cheese today. But as I said, this failed. So in an attempt to save the McPizza, they moved on to the deluxe McPizza. It was basically a personal-sized Pizza Hut.